When we had last left V, everything was coming to a head. Indeed, it was time to exact the plan to extract Johnny. But, of course, the timing could not have been worse. For during the meeting with Hanako Arasaka to set things in motion, V had yet another and perhaps her worst episode of the relic biochip malfunctioning. It was terrible, and she was knocking on death's door, with 3 different choices presenting themselves in front of her. One, to go meet once again with Hanako Arasaka and carry out her plans, or to let Johnny take control and work alongside his old friend Rogue, or perhaps a third plan, to go with some of V's own friends, indeed, Panam and the Aldecaldos. This is Cyberpunk 2077. Welcome back. But yeah, it feels like, the Aldecaldos one gives V the most agency in their own story, right? Anyway, let's go over and speak with... Who should we speak with first? I think Mitch, right? I'm pretty sure we were supposed to speak with Dakota, so let's go with Mitch first. Maybe there'll be some kind of fun debrief.
Fellas?
We heard we're gearing up for a minor war.
More like a suicide mission.
Finish it up here, all right? Lo and behold.
Isn't this...
In theory, we fitted an afterburner and a multi-RPG launcher up top.
We also scooped out about 60% of its total mass. Beautiful, isn't she?
Why'd you scoop it out?
You'll take the wheel with Pan Am riding shotgun.
Ooh. Engineering check.
Afterburner, standard, nitro, or military grade?
Standard couldn't move this baby an inch.
So hardware's military.
Put some fucking nitrous on a tank. Some fucking Fast and
Small
Furious
beans
shit.
compared to the tricks we pulled with Scorpion during the war.
When we unleash this beast tomorrow, you'll
Who
see.
could forget Scorpion? Okay.
Since tomorrow's a big day already, how about we take her for a spin now? Wanna get a feel for her over the terrain.
Sure thing. Maybe after sundown, though. We still have a few loose screws to tighten.
That's
Wow,
putting it
really?
Mildly.
Will you quit being such a sourpuss? We'll have her ready in time.
I didn't think they would be able to. Do we end up unlocking this as a vehicle to just go around in? Surely not, because so far none of the vehicles have had, like, mounted weapons,
Think
right?
you know all you need to? If not, fire away.
Firepower up top. What is it?
A rapid-fire 70mm multiple rocket launcher coupled with an onboard MMI you can sync to via personal link.
Where'd you get all this stuff?
Teddy salvaged it from a scrapyard. The launcher itself was fine. The problem was no ammunition. As luck would have it, Dakota procured some. Don't ask me how.
Wait, did we do that? I'm not sure. That'd be funny if we did, though. And if we did, also if we did,
You know
it would have
all
been
you
cool
need
if we
to?
said it.
If not, fire away.
All right. Right, here's all the information that we had seen. I think we already saw this too, right? The first time we scanned this? Maybe it's different this time, though. Still, nonetheless, it's all like technobabble. Sci-fi technobabble. Okay.
Talk
Anything
later
else?
then, I guess.
No. Cool. Anything with you? Nah. Alright, let's go
Let's get
speak with
back to
Dakota,
the
who's
battery
out here for
now, shall we?
once, right? Very wild. Let me see here. Yeah, okay, we're looking good. I was checking our carry weight. Actually, should we check the vendors here just in case there's any, like, end-game equipment? Well, no, because I'm assuming we'll, like most games of this ilk, when we complete the main story, we'll restart. If we want to keep playing, we're restarting before this occurs, right?
What the hell else
Like
do
New
you have?
Vegas or something?
Whatever,
Alright.
asshole.
Let's see, do you have anything of interest, though? Because, like I said, I'm assuming that... Yeah.
And to you.
I'm going with my gut on this. Okay.
Hey, Saul sent me.
It's been a long while. What is it you need?
It hasn't been that long. I think I just did something for you not too long ago, right? Or I bought a car from you at least.
Need a strong rig for a little jaunt on the net.
Okay, get in.
Oh. Okay.
Not at all curious what I'm going in for?
You don't ask me, I don't ask you. That's the path to a lasting relationship, sister. Everything is ready. You can go in.
Ice-filled tub. Favorite bit.
I almost wonder if this was supposed to happen more.
Carol, here to help Dakota?
Evidently, I'm here to help you today.
Because the way V
You
says
good to
it.
go?
Stay cool.
Can't say how long this is gonna take. Whatever happens, stay cool, alright?
Even if you look like you're about to flatline?
Right, the way V delivers that line,
Alright, time to move.
it's almost like it's implied that V has done this
Follow
several
the
times
vectors,
before
sister.
rather than... I'm pretty sure we only did this one other time, right? Oh, fuck. I think it's like extra warbly looking this time. I'm not sure though.
Hello, Alt.
You come alone.
This place changes every time. Feels like I'm deeper. Can't tell if that's a good or bad thing.
Your perception of cyberspace, that is what changes. You adapt to it, the raw flow of data. It follows that your world gradually fades. You witness your mind's defense systems slowly give in.
Saying the more I'm here, the more I lose touch with the outside. With reality.
You lose nothing. Cyberspace is where we awake from what we know as dreams.
Johnny is currently indisposed.
Currently, he is buried deeper. You treat him like an unwanted passenger, a backseat dreamer of a world not his own.
I guess definitely if you're an AI that makes sense, especially an AI that used to be a person at some point. It does make sense that meat space is the dream because people just come and go. People die, right? And they like living in meat space, right? In meat space. I feel ridiculous saying it like this so seriously, but in meat space, you are temporary, right? Whereas if you are uploaded into cyberspace, you exist theoretically permanently unless like someone comes along and kills you, right? You can't die naturally unless cyberspace like ceases to exist, right? But the same could be said of, I guess, existence, right? Like if someone blew up the planet, then all perception of the planet would be gone. So essentially like nobody exists unless aliens or something comes along or someone from far away who happened to be in space or whatever, right? I don't know. I don't know if that makes any sense. All right, let's see. Yeah. See, this is also interesting that Alt does seem to have interest in Johnny, right? Huh.
Seemed to me you didn't care a lick about Johnny. That he ceased to exist for you, even.
If he did not exist, you and I would have nothing to discuss.
Right.
Let me get this straight. Mean to say you only agreed to help me because of Johnny? And since he's not here this one time, you're thinking of backing out.
I do not aim to back out. I have my own intentions for Mikoshi.
Yeah.
Because for a second you were displeased and I seemed a side note to all this.
To observe the two of you interacting. Informative.
Right.
This all just an experiment to you? Are we just fresh data to analyze, do what you want with?
This is not an experiment. It is a debate. That Johnny is absent proves that I have won it.
Damn shame, really. You were out to prove him wrong, here, in person. But all you got is me. Think there's still some old Alt Cunningham left in you after all.
Johnny also imagined he had more in common with you than with me. That Soul Killer had not changed him. That he too remains a human factor. And that is why he thought he could shape your will.
No. Johnny's made his peace with my decision.
Of course. He had no choice. He understands this now.
I do think that like a person from Johnny's past, Alt,
V.
specifically even, worked at like, especially like techno alt, like AI techno alt, kind of works pretty well as like a big overarching villain of the story. But that's not really how like the AI alt is utilized in the story, right?
V.
Especially not until it's like it's not even alluded to until the closing moments of the game, right? Because all in all, like we sorry to pause it here, that way we don't get interruptions, but we don't really have much of an overarching antagonist, right? It's just a race against the clock, you know? Which is fairly rare for a video game, right? Usually video games tend to have some sort of antagonistic force going on, right? Whereas it's more just like Johnny is kind of initially presented as that, but it's very quickly gotten away from, right? Like you very quickly come to realize like, yeah, Johnny is just kind of like either helping you or coasting along, right? Until the takeover occurs. Depending, I guess, on your take on the situation. I don't know, is there a way that you can play it to where like V just totally reaffirms Johnny as being like fully antagonistic? I don't know. I don't think so, but maybe.
Need your help, Alt. Don't got a lot of time left.
You truly believe time to be your greatest concern. You exist or you do not exist. Two states of being separated by death.
Speak for yourself. Didn't you cheat death?
Is this what you believe?
Code your consciousness. AIs live beyond reality's boundary. They live forever.
But we are not immortal.
Right.
You will begin to understand, but only in Mikoshi.
Yeah, because if you end, like we said, if you end cyberspace, then all the AI end. But that doesn't sound like what Alt is alluding to.
You say nothing.
Right?
Why?
Oh, why don't you swoop down on your chariot and enlighten me? Surely an all-powerful AI can handle that.
Your logic is flawed. You seek simple answers where there simply are none. This is the very illusion upon which your world is based. At this moment, you would accept any answer if it made you feel better.
Guess that'd be human of me.
Such classifications no longer apply in Mikoshi. Your perception will shatter into billions of strings of unfiltered data.
What should I expect there, in Mikoshi?
A boundary to cross. In all likelihood, the sole moment of your life when you feel the true weight of your existence. A burden for which you cannot prepare.
And Johnny? What happens to him?
I lack the data required to answer this question.
There anything we can know for certain?
Yes. That Mikoshi will be no more.
Constructs imprisoned there. Gonna set him free?
They will be integrated with me.
I feel like it's very presumptuous of us to think that there is only one copy of
You say nothing.
Johnny in
Why?
relic biochip form, right? I feel like why wouldn't there be a backup unless they just straight up didn't have the capacity to create a backup?
Constructs will be integrated. I mean, you're gonna absorb them. Assimilate. No wonder you jumped at this chance. You want to destroy Mikoshi, swallow all the psyches in there.
Mikoshi is a prison. Through me, they gain the chance to become part of something greater.
Huh. Fascinating. All right.
Not sure Johnny'd like the sound of that.
And yet he is absent because you feel you must make the decision. It is the same situation in form.
Hardly. Doubt you'll first gab with these constructs, ask them what they think.
There would be no point in this.
Wasting time talking. Let's just do this.
There. I sent a program to your Netrunner's shard. Once inside Mikoshi, use it. It opens a secure connection.
Oh. Got a int check. Or hacking or something. Something. Whatever that is. Whatever it is, we don't do it.
Why?
What's on the shard? A vectored virus?
A back door. It will open a passage for me. This is how you will get me into Mikoshi. Only then will I be able to help you.
Hope you haven't cooked up any surprises, Alt.
Use the key once you have reached Mikoshi.
What am I supposed to do with the shard?
You must slot it into an access point. I will take care of the rest. This meeting will not be our last, should you succeed.
We got her back.
Carol, the shard!
Relax, child. You barely jacked in when your temperature went skyward to almost 105.
The tech started acting as if infected. No. Stranger. Spookier.
What happened here?
You melted half my tech! That's what happened!
Neural activity spiked sharply. Your frontal lobe was seconds away from flowing out your ears, babe. I could just as well have popped a bullet in your head. Are you sure you're all right?
Jeez, I'm glad you didn't, Carol. Whoever the fuck you are. I barely remember you from the train heist moment. Okay.
Sorry about the damage.
At least I think that was you at the train heist.
Nothing is all right, Carol. My mind, body, it's going to pieces. If I don't get to Mikoshi,
Calm yourself,
fast.
child. You gotta keep it together. You're still buzzing with adrenaline.
The shard. Wrote some soft I need to one of the shards.
Please. We're surrounded by ice. Even if something punched through, my controllers would have... Holy... Get it away from me.
Thanks, Dakota.
Don't thank me.
Find Saul. He came round looking for you.
On my way.
Dakota never really struck me as like a big hackery netrunner type, right? I guess she is though? Huh. Okay. Oh shit, look, everybody's out here. Man, you know, it is so weird, like especially now that we've been diving more into this with this and like the prior story mission with where we went to meet with the Voodoo Boys underground and all that shit. Is it just me, or does this seem like way more compelling and interesting of a, like, story through line than what we're actually doing, right? Like, all this shit with the AI and stuff, and, like, people's own concepts of reality and all that, and becoming an AI, and the idea of becoming something else that is immaterial like that in the world of cyberspace. All that shit seems way more interesting than just V struggling with Johnny inside of her head, right? Or maybe it's just that it was... Like, maybe you could have made that really interesting, exciting, and they just didn't? Like, it just felt kind of flat? I don't know. Maybe something will still happen in this final act. We'll see. Let's do this. Oh, wait. Should I look at this thing? No, I cannot. All right.
Saul, you wanted a word?
Hop up here.
You know, everybody was here listening to Saul right as my brains were getting fried over there.
Well, what's with the gathering? Something off?
It's nothing about the raid. Hop on and you'll find out.
We going somewhere?
All right, V. It's a simple matter. We, all of us standing here, owe you. And it's a great debt.
Speak for yourself, Saul.
But in spite of that, you're still an outsider. A a mercenary from Night
we're
City.
going to get
What
inducted.
might as well be another world.
Hey, ask Panam. She knows.
So it's about time we fix that.
Downright injustice it is. It needs
You're
fixing.
gonna be an Aldecaldo, which means this family will go to hell and back for you. Ready, kid?
Come on, Vic.
Here's another question. With regards to the 3 different endings, like, this one seems so nomad heavy, right? Is that like the theming behind each of the 3 endings? Is that if you go with, like, they're actually themed around the 3 points of origin, right? Like, is the Hanukkah one meant to be like a corpo ending? This one is meant to be nomad ending, and then the one with Johnny and Rogue is meant to be street kid? Is that it? Because that is interesting, but like, the circumstances surrounding each of them, like, even if you do begin as a Corpo V, like, are you really gonna want to, like, sign your shit over to Hanako? I don't know, after everything you've been through, right? Especially, like, the shit with Takamura when you have bonding moments as a Corpo V with Takamura, who has been, like, subjected to bullshit by Arasaka Corp, just as V has been, I think by Arasaka, right? Isn't Corpo V in Arasaka?
Say your piece. Fuck me, Saul. Brought me to the brink of a heart attack.
I mean, also that back there.
Speech!
Do your worst.
You're one of us now, B. You're an Aldecaldo, damn it.
Great to
Thanks
have
for
you
everything,
with us,
V, and don't worry. We'll get you into that Mikoshi. Isn't that the way
Welcome
of it?
to the family.
Uh-oh. I get a fun jacket.
Warm welcome for our newest Aldecaldo.
She flabbergasted. Welcome to the clan.
Cool, we get a street kid thing, though.
Ever. Thanks for everything,
Jacket's
Speech.
incredible.
Speech.
See? She likes it.
Listen, as soon as we're back from Mikoshi, we'll celebrate. And I know just the place.
Oh shit,
My
I need to
treat, of
unequip
course.
this.
We'll hold you to that.
I didn't think
Don't
I'd put it
worry.
on.
It's but a formality. You've been a de facto member of this family for a while now. You saved my rumpus, and as Bobby tells it, Mitch's too. I won't even mention Panam.
Go to hell. Saul's right, though. I mean, let's face it, V. My life was in a million pieces. You broke it into a million more. But sometimes it's only then that you can piece it together again.
Wow, you'd think we fucked.
All right, fam, listen up. Today we celebrate, but tomorrow is shaping up to be a hell of a day.
Do whatever needs doing, then get some rest.
A raid is a raid.
Calls for our
But
drink,
this
I
is still
say.
your night.
We'll
So
raise
bask
a
a bit in
toast
the
to
newfound
you!
glory.
Could have given me a heads up about this.
And ruined all the fun? Are you kidding? Are you alright?
Jeez.
Yeah. It's nothing. Don't worry about it.
And how's the jacket? Not too tight?
Jacket's
you alright?
a distinction. Honor to get it, and it's preem at that, but it's got that weight. Took me under your wing, gave me your trust, and tomorrow, I'm taking you on. Might not come back. Hit me all of a sudden. As I could go.
That only proves we're doing the right thing. The sense of responsibility? It's what being part of a family feels like.
Thanks, Panam.
If you want to talk, I'll be up there.
Wow, yeah, a lot of this dialogue here works really well, actually, if you aren't a nomad. How is it, like, I have no idea how the nomad opening works.
Listen
right?
to this.
Maybe you're not
Barbarians
with
do
the
not travel,
Aldecaldos.
but simply advance toward their destinations or conduct raids. Fluidity, mobility, elusiveness. These properties belong to the civilized.
Damn, it says it on there?
She knew what she was writing about. She felt it. Deep down.
Well, because her world was like ours. Fragmented, divided, broken into pieces. Some folks used to laugh at them Europeans. All them countries, tongues, cultures on top of each other. We had the melting pot. We just threw everyone in.
Well, history is a blind, malevolent bitch, isn't it? I mean, look at this country now.
What country?
Exactly. Or how about this? In spite of all the dangers, that which is in motion will always outlast what is at rest. For change is more noble than idleness. Well, that's why we're out here. And we're not there.
I'm not sure what that was getting at, but part of it seemed really fucking weird to me. Alright.
I need me some ammunition.
Do I just
3
get
or 4
free shit
packs
here?
worth. You got any left?
I might have. You have to look around.
So maybe I'll take 2 more 45s.
Whoa, take it easy.
Seeing as Dakota seems to be feeling generous today.
I hate sand. It is coarse, rough, irritating, and it gets in everywhere.
His little, grunt expression. Alright. Hey, Dakota. Is this free stuff?
What's this?
Oh shit, I should have
Yard
asked.
sale of some sort?
Essentially, take what you want.
And the occasion would be...
The end times.
Worthy gesture. Dramatic, even.
Actually, pragmatic. I'm giving away my stock to you so you survive tomorrow's mad hell and come back to me.
Wow. Thanks, Dakota. I feel like we barely know each other. Okay. I mean, I'll take it. It's so weird, right? I don't know. It feels so weird to me personally going through this. Like it's like we should be good friends with Dakota when really I don't feel that way. She was just another fixer that we got work from who just happened to be out here in the nomads. I mean, shit, I barely even knew Saul and I feel slightly more connected to Saul, right? I don't know. I just feel like we needed more time with all these characters for this ending to hit harder than it's hitting, right? Or for it to land better than it's landing. I'm not sure.
Do you know where I saw the most stars? Mount Sinai, at the peak.
Since when were you in Egypt?
I used to work on a tanker, so I've been pretty much everywhere. But those stars on Sinai, millions of them, at the tips of your fingers.
Is this the same guy from over there?
Someone's, out there?
I mean, the Milky Way has at least 100 billion stars, right? Which means you...
Alright, yeah, sure. Okay. Hey, is this, Mr. Hat Guy? Yeah, it is. I don't even know his
Look
name.
what the cat dragged in.
Oh, Cassidy. Wow, he actually says stuff.
Gotta keep moving.
Aim to prep for tomorrow?
You could say that. The trick is to hear silence in your mind at the bang. I heard that a long time ago, round about when I was your age. I remember it to this day. I'm expecting bangs in good numbers tomorrow, so I'm trying to remind myself of that silence.
Mind if I join you? Doubt I even remember what it's like not to hear my mind churning away.
If you like. 12 bottles shattered in 15 seconds. Full focus. That's your only chance at doing it. I'm doubtful you'll pull it off.
Let's find out.
Are you that confident? Well, I'll bet my revolver you can't do it. I'll start counting as soon as you step on that line.
What line? That? Oh. Oh, I tapped that earlier. I guess now we've got control. Well, I should probably use a faster weapon, that's for sure. Or one with a really big pool of ammo as well. This seems easy. I can just spray them all down. Okay, unless I have to use a specific gun. Okay. Oh, we have to use this. Uh-oh.
Stop!
I don't think I got them all.
12 bottles of beer off the wall. Like in those westerns of yore, I got nothing left to teach you.
The trick is to hear silence in your mind at the bang. Learn something after all.
Let this be a reminder to you.
Oh, I only needed 10.
Die old age waiting for you here.
Yeah, I'm gonna take it. Hell yeah, I want it.
You earned it.
Break a leg tomorrow.
Oh, I'll break more than that, kid.
It would have been funny if you could, like, if going down over here was a viable option, just get, like, a whole row of them at once. Right? Come on, Cassidy, think smarter, not harder. Alright, over here. Anyone else we should speak with? I think so, yeah, before we go. Well, no, Mitch is also optional, so let's speak with Mitch. Panam is our final person we need to speak with. Listen to that, what's that? It's like we're running around in a giant tunnel. Huh. Oh, is it because we popped our heel? For some reason that audio modulation is still going? Well, that's unfortunate.
Hey, how go things?
At least the dialogue isn't fucked up.
Good. Really good, in fact. How about you?
Oh, I thought that was meant to be
Trying
tongue in
to
cheek.
get the Panzer running. She's stubborn, our dame, but I won't give either. So, time for a ride?
Shit. Okay, let me do a quick save here.
Sure she's ready?
You know me. I'd gladly spend another 2 days on her, but this'll have to do. Hop in. Let's see what she's made of.
Like, Mitch is actually, like, I wouldn't say he's, like, super well developed, because we don't know that much about him, but, like, we know him a sufficient amount, right? Okay. Especially compared to a lot of the Aldecaldos. I mean, certainly he hasn't been developed to, like, the same level that Panam or even arguably Saul, right? Because at least we know that, like what troubles Saul with regards to, like, leadership and Panam and all that shit, right? Okay. Uh-oh. Are we gonna link up with... Oh, shit, okay. Right. Here we go.
All right, fire up. I've got green across the board. Good sign.
Where are we headed?
Actually,
Bobby
I'm gonna
said
steer
there's a
with
scrapyard east of camp. Perfect
with
spot
my
for a little target practice.
mouse and keyboard for better aim. There we go.
Now let's check Bobby's little find. Punch it, V.
Cool.
Tending to the left.
Fixable, you think?
Just keep shooting at those rust buckets. I'll recalibrate the targeting on the go.
Damn, where'd we get all these missiles? Or is this thing, like, replicate them somehow?
Seems so.
Video game stuff, don't think about it.
Just to be sure.
How quick can I shoot these off?
Yep, you.
Alright. It's gotta land at least. Neat.
All right, that's probably good.
Let's head back.
I'll have to check before tomorrow if her guts are tight and firm. Something just don't sound right to my ear.
Oh shit, we can drive over that? Don't people live in there? Alright. Fuck it. Okay.
Are we heading back?
Yeah, we're heading back. Can I, like, shoot over there? Can I shoot over here? Wait, what if I don't want... Oh, I can't shoot anymore. Oh, okay, we're leaving the training area. Okay, we'll get in trouble. Well, what'll happen? Just out of curiosity's sake, what'll happen? We get, like, mission fail? Let's see what happens. Okay. Wow, we can really go out here. What do you think of this, Mitch? We're going on a joyride. Might be dead tomorrow, Mitch. I don't know. Oh. Turn back. Nothing out there for you just yet. I see. Alright. Head on over here. I guess that's the same messaging we get if we do it. Well, maybe we just went out of bounds? No, because we were going south. Yeah, we would have gone back to Night City. They just must have put, like, out of bounds stuff, flagging, I guess, all around the area. Alright.
I'll take her now. I get picky about parking.
Okay. Is he still in there? Hey, you gonna stay inside of that thing? Alright, you have a good one, Mitch. It says I still gotta talk to you, though. Oh, wait, did you get out? Oh, shit, man, you're fast. Hey.
You nervous about tomorrow?
It's not a matter of nerves. Not anymore. Don't you want one?
Why the hell not?
Back during the war, before we were first deployed, we were trained to keep stress in check. Do you want to know how?
How?
They gave us chem cocktails. Supplements, boosters, God knows what else. They shot them into our veins. Our biomons went wild, but only for a second before stabilizing, and boy did we stabilize. After a dozen sessions, something clicks in your brain. Neural pathways get rewired. The part of you that generates fear is zapped into oblivion.
Thought they banned chem cocktails during the war, even.
Please.
Weren't there outbreaks of cyberpsychosis within units?
And? Do you think Militech gave a lick about that? They just airlifted the afflicted to their clinics in Taiwan. Daily flights. And every day we'd get fresh recruits. Still they pumped us with that shit. But hey, we couldn't argue with the money.
See, this would be a totally cool thing to have explored with the Aldecaldos, since so many of them are, like,
Earth to V,
allegedly
your cogs are grinding.
veterans
What about?
of various wars. Or of combat in some way. But it feels like we only really are getting to it just now, right?
That's seriously fucked up.
What'd you think? That war wasn't effed up?
One we'll head into tomorrow, too.
Why? You having second thoughts? I'm not worried about it. And neither should you be. Something else will be keeping me awake.
What's that?
Nah, no matter.
Come on. All in the family now, isn't it?
The truth is I'm concerned about the goings-on between Pan Am and Saul. They seem to think that putting on a brave face for everyone is enough, but folks here aren't slow. There's gossip spreading like wildfire already. That Saul won't pull through, that he's in it for himself, that this family needs a shake-up.
Didn't we already, like, touch on that, though, with Panam and all that shit? Like, he already...
Earth to V, your
He already
cogs are
had, like, that
grinding.
big,
What
I don't know,
about?
come to Jesus moment with Panam, right? You're talking like this didn't happen.
What about you?
What about me?
What's your take? Saul ought to step down? Pass the torch to Pan Am?
We'll see how things look tomorrow, once the smoke is cleared. Your turn. What do you reckon?
Truly. Thought Saul'd throw in the towel after all that went down.
I'm no pundit on campfire politics, but to my eye, Saul doesn't have a whole lot of wiggle room.
Could just pass the torch to Pan Am.
He could, but Saul's no brick brain. He knows Pan Am doesn't want to fill his boots.
Yeah, I thought they kind of, like, addressed this mostly during the side quests that we did. Am I mistaken in that? I guess I am, right?
You're awfully quiet. Is something up?
It feels like we're weirdly retreading this stuff. Look, we're even talking about Panam's feet again. Alright.
So she got cold
Let's
feet.
go with it.
I thought you knew her better. Pan Am has decided to risk her life, our lives, for you, and only you. So I don't think I dare to call that cold feet.
No, what I meant was...
It's all good, V. I get it.
Damn.
It's like this, see? Pan Am's hell-bent on helping you. But Saul sees this whole thing as an opportunity.
Possible loot from Mikoshi.
Mm-hmm. If we pull this off, get our hands on some sweet Arasaka tech that'll set us up down south. Do you follow?
It'll ease folks' fears. Buy Saul some time.
Saul's a smooth operator. He knows what he's doing. Let's just hope he hasn't overplayed his hand. All right, we've gossiped enough for one day. What was just spoken stays between us, okay? I'm gonna poke around some of this baby's insides.
Right. Happy hunting, Mitch.
Wow, yeah, wild. I totally, like, read the whole quest line previously that we had, like, we'd gotten to a point of closure on all of that. Huh. Okay. Still says to talk to you. Oh, there we go. Alright. Let's go check in with the other nomads then, right? Jeez, yeah, we're gonna spend this entire video just chilling here at camp talking with nomads and stuff, right? Fair enough. Alright, we're here. Now who should we speak with while we've got our weird echo thing going on? Let's do a quick save and quick load. Maybe this'll fix it. I don't know.
Good evening, Night City. We begin tonight with,
Uh-oh, spoilers.
with a look at the stock market. As usual.
That's stuff that is yet to come. Yeah, when I was first loading into the game, they started saying that. I tried to skip through it as quickly as possible, but I still heard the first part. The load screen thing there, I'm almost positive that it is for the load screen that we would get after this quest line, right? Because I don't know if you saw the subtitles there. Alright. Let's see, how about you? You look like you're doing something important. Oh, it's Saul!
Think we'll pull through tomorrow.
I know these people. Some better than myself. The focus of mind, sense of purpose, calm before the storm. They'll give it their all.
Bet they will. Good night, Saul.
Wait. I feel I need to make one thing clear. You've done a lot for this clan, and for me, more than anyone ever has. But the family comes first.
Saul.
Let me finish. I also know there's just one thing that could break it up at this point. If Pan Am and me, if we went our separate ways, the Aldecaldos would not survive that split were it to occur again. Do you understand what I'm trying to tell you?
Wonder if Pan Am feels the same.
You all think Pan Am and I are facing off. There's a wall between us.
Isn't there?
Quite the contrary, V. Pan Am cares about this clan as much as I do. Granted, we don't see all things the same way, but, oddly enough, the family stands to benefit from that. I've seen it, and soon, you will too.
How about us, Saul? You good?
It's an important day tomorrow. Get some rest.
So then, according to Mitch, he's just, like, full of it, because it almost sounds like he's reconciled that, like, it's good. Right? I'm getting such mixed signals. Like, from Saul, it sounds like he's reconciled, or come to... He's reached a point of closure between himself and Pan Am, and he's realized, yeah, it's good that every so often Pan Am is going to challenge his authority in the camp, and that it's ultimately a healthy thing for him just not to be the only person commanding the entirety of the Aldecaldos and stuff, right? It feels like he has reached an accord with that, and he's like, yeah, that makes sense, that's cool. But then when we were talking to Mitch, it seemed like the complete opposite was true? I don't know. Maybe I'm just completely reading it incorrectly. Who are you?
Fire and might.
Okay. Anyone important in here? Are you important? No. Oh yeah, I need to change out my clothing before I forget. We're gonna be in deep shit if we go in there with this stuff on. Yeah. I mean, it's a neat look, right? I like the look of it, but we don't have any good shit socketed into it. There we go. Good. And we've got amnesty here. What does it do? Cassidy's mods improve this revolver's handling and firepower. making it the most lethal revolver in the Wild West. Neat. But we don't use revolvers. Okay. Cool. Anyone else have anything interesting to say over here? I don't think so. Let's see, went over here that we should speak with. Some children. Some guy with someone coming out of his abdomen. Over here. Oh, Benedict.
It's Benedict, right?
V. Hey, how's things? Everything going all right?
Who the fuck was this guy?
It's going.
The doctor guy?
Yourself?
Dakota told me to sit tight for a while longer.
Oh,
Militech's still
Benedict.
Just have to wait it out. Starting to get itchy hands, though, you know?
Yeah,
Let's
wait
not
it out.
fuck with Dakota. That's good advice. And look out for yourself.
Yeah, okay, I remember him. He's the guy who bugged out. Remember? We were standing around waiting for a while for his contact to pick him up. Didn't I kill him and fail that quest, though? Yeah, didn't I canonically kill and fail that? What the fuck? How is he alive? Right? Because, yeah, the quest bugged out, and I got fed up with waiting. I didn't know how else to resolve it, so then I killed him, and Dakota was mad at me. Isn't that how that went down? Is this a different guy, then? Am I thinking of the wrong guy? I must be thinking of the wrong guy, unless, no matter what, the game just assumes that you saved that dude, right? And that you succeeded at the quest, because that would be just another permutation, right? And when they were making the game, they very clearly recognized that they did not have enough time to create an ample amount of permutations of how the story would play out.
Okay, hold on. Hey, I stink at this.
Now this is the doctor guy, right? Yeah, these are the folks that got involved with the doctor, and we had to go get the medicine and all that. And the corpo doctor had like a moment with us and all that.
How are things, Jake? All good?
Great, I'd say. The kidney's taken just like a new oil filter. You have my thanks, V.
What are you playing?
Know this number?
What? Damn, you got a radio in your mouth or what? Sounds totally different. Honestly, in a cyberpunk future world, having a radio in your mouth to help you sing, not that far-fetched now that I think about it. If anything, you'd think like singing performers would be valued at a lower rate. Because in some ways you could just manufacture someone's voice to how you want. With synthetic parts and all that. That would be an interesting point of contention in like a cyberpunk. I feel like we need to stay here and listen to this guy. But I feel like that would be an interesting point of contention for like a sci-fi or cyberpunk kind of storyline. Because right now we're like in the real world we're dealing with like the automation of like a lot of physical manual labor, right? It'd be really interesting to see like as that progresses and it begins like encroaching on like I don't know, art, right? Art becomes automated. All right.
No.
Oh, yo. Damn. Okay, you two. Shit, I don't know if they're supposed to be in there, but fucking have a good one, you two.
No.
Especially after what went down with us inside of that.
No.
Oh, look at this. What are you all doing here? Oh. What's your thing say? Fuel my fire. Speed addict. Can I take some of this coffee or whatever you all are drinking? No? Okay. Anybody over here? Okay. See, if this were such a, like, Aldecaldos-centric game, or they just had enough time to put, like, I don't know, more shit into the game alongside the other stuff to make the other two endings, or however many more there are, the other endings feel solid, this would be alright. Like, it's supposed to be like we're all buddy-buddy with everybody here, but we really only have a rapport with a few people, right? Like, even of the named ones, like Cassidy, like we were saying, I don't fucking know that guy, really. Dakota? I just did jobs for you.
Well, you can't let it hover
Bruce?
just above the ground.
I don't even remember Bruce. Is Bruce the guy who, got caught by Border Patrol or whatever?
Hey, how you been, Bruce? Spotted your first shy roots yet?
Hey, V.
Yeah, we
Got a
busted him
worn-out
out
truth
of
for you.
a...
Camps aren't all alike.
Yeah, out of a detention
Feel at home
center.
here. I mean, like, it's possible I'll make this my home. Dakota says I got valuable knowledge, like safe passages south, areas to avoid. I don't know, but feels good.
Glad to hear it. Good place for you, this.
Yeah, hope it will be. Thanks again, V.
Yeah, honestly, I think for characters like him and whatever their names were over here, it feels fitting that they're kind of like a one-and-done thing in this moment of closure and all that, right? That feels appropriate for how much time we spent on their quests and all that stuff, right? It's just with, like, the main Aldecaldos gang, you know, Hat Guy, Carol, the others. It really feels like it doesn't quite land so well because we kind of glossed over, like, who they are so quickly, right?
Over here, V. Take a seat. We have this little ritual we engage in.
Like the rims.
Okay. Like, it almost reminds me of, like, what Red Dead Redemption 2 did with the gang and all that, right? Like, as you kept playing, if you really wanted to dig into it, you could kind of really get to know the vast majority of the people in there, and they all had, like, their own characterizations and stuff, right? And you knew, like, points of contention between different members of that gang, and, like, different sort of goals that they all had in the world and shit, and why they were there. Like, this feels almost like a sloppier version of what Red Dead Redemption 2 did, you know? And maybe that's just because we're in, like, a Wild West themed kind of gang going on here, that's the first point of comparison, right?
What's this ritual
There's probably
about?
others.
A few cold ones ahead of a raid.
Ah, that kind.
But this isn't your average brew. It's one of the last bottles from our very first run. We kept a few crates, for good luck.
What was it someone said then? Shit, can't remember who. Someone said, when we finish them all, the Aldecaldos' luck will run out.
Superstitious bullcrap is your hobby.
Says the brother whose hand is all shaky when he pops one open.
I'll take a swig.
We're getting fucked up with everybody.
Oh well, not bad.
To tomorrow.
To goddamn safe returns.
To Saul and Pan Am. Because if they don't kiss and make up, everything's liable to go tits up.
Bob, you're just always the
They're really
optimist,
playing
ain't
at that
you?
going to happen,
You
aren't
must
they?
know where they stand. Do you?
We're not supposed to say anything. We told Mitch that we shouldn't say anything, or that we wouldn't.
Think it's really that bad between them?
The truth is, we need cash, and fast.
Amen.
This Mikoshi's a personal thing to you. But Saul, he sees an opportunity for the clan.
If anyone of the family is still left standing tomorrow.
Yeah, I wonder how it'll go down, right? Because I don't see why you can't do two birds with one stone, right? It totally, like right now, from where we're sitting...
Do you fellas really think we'll find anything of value there?
Like,
seldom happens, but
they can help
they both
V
seem to
and
agree on that
make off with a
I'm
shitload
going
of
to
money.
buy myself a vintage RV.
Old age is hitting hard, huh?
Screw you all.
Had it up to here with the Pan Am versus Saul debate.
Join the club, child.
How are things going with you guys?
Not much to say. All seems set for tomorrow.
We still waiting on some intelligence from the drone. Should know more come morning.
Apart from that, we're keeping our toes crossed we don't get fucked tomorrow. Pardon my French.
Can promise you one thing. Aldecaldos will survive. Make sure of it myself.
Easy on the promises, V. But you're right. This clan has a chance to rise from the ashes.
I'm of the same mind. If we come back from Mikoshi, if this crazy-ass plan works, it'll be a fresh start for the Aldecaldos, I say.
Mm-hmm. This feels like the part where Bobby says, if.
Hey now. I'm no defeatist. Don't call me that.
Alright, best be going. See you tomorrow.
I'm just worried about that wall. How the hell are we gonna get over it?
We're gonna start worrying about that after tomorrow.
But once we're down south, you know where we could go? Birdies.
You talking about that beat-up old diner down by El Cajon?
What are you calling beat up? They have the best
I guess
spare
we
ribs
talked
I
to
ever
everybody.
had.
That is right. You haven't tasted nothing, heathen woman.
Alright. See, and it's not that I doubt that, like, whoever's writing, like, the majority writers at CDPR are capable of, like, I think that they're totally capable of writing interesting characters for these parts and all that stuff, right? If anything, when the moments that they flub it, at least in Cyberpunk, is when they get to, like, having to write around, like, subtext and deeper meanings because they just flub it so much, right? But definitely, like, their strongest suit is character writing, right? And I think they could totally, like, elevate characters like this and have, like, big finale moments like this be way more meaningful. Because we know these three people. We know Cassidy. We know Mitch better, right? I think they could totally do that, but they ran into issues of like, time allotted for the game, obviously, with all the crunching and shit and the shitty deadlines brought down on them by corporate. And just general game shit of scope, right? Like, I don't know how... Like, if it would be easy for me to say, yeah, have everyone in this gang be super well characterized and everything, and have it be an Aldecaldos game, right? But you run into scope issues because you've got two other life paths and stuff, and it feels like two other entirely different worlds that the game begins and ends with a focus on, right? It sort of goes back out to those three, doesn't it? I don't know. It very much feels like, Hanako is the Corpo line of thinking, this is Nomad, and then Johnny and Rogue are Street Kid, right? And there's interesting developed characters in the situation with Johnny and Rogue, right? They're done pretty fucking well, I would say. Except for, like I said, except for the part when it gets to, like, dealing with subtext and more metatextual stuff and actually, saying something with the writing, right? But the prose is pretty decent, right? The prose, I would say, of the writing is pretty decent. And that's, in my opinion, also what carried them in Witcher 3, right? Which, all in all, I think Witcher 3 is kind of like it's an okay, at best, role-playing game, but it's very much elevated by how good the character writing is and, like, how good it is at delivering atmosphere and, like, just cool character moments and all that, right? And the issue, I think, with Cyberpunk's writing, for me, that makes it fall short of even Witcher 3's, even barring stuff where, like, they're not having much to say with regards to, like, the Cyberpunk genre, and they kind of fall short when it comes to saying shit about capitalism and all that, especially given the ironies implied with the ironies that come with how the game was developed. But they just don't leverage their strengths as writers, right? They're not afforded the time or opportunity to leverage how good their character writers are, right? Because we either gloss over characters so quickly, or there's just so many that you don't have a time to focus on them, right? Or elsewise, if you do decide to focus on them, you run into problems with your game's scope just, like, wildly spiraling out of control to where even if they delayed the game for its, like, the alleged rumored launch period of, like, how many years? 1 year out from when it actually came out? Like, I don't even know if they would have the opportunity to flesh it out at that point, right? If they let the scope just keep spiraling and spiraling out of control. I don't know. I feel like it would have benefited from some focus, right? But maybe I'm only saying that because already, like, the role-playing stuff is fairly shallow in the game, right? So I don't mind it being a lot more of a focused, like, straightforward story. Because already, like, the options for role-playing and all that shit are just so fucking bare bones, right? I don't know. There's a lot to think about with the game, right? It's very fascinating to play the game from an academic standpoint. I definitely think that, right? A game like this comes along very rarely, but the context for which we are saying that is probably not the context we all would have hoped. All right, well, surprisingly, we spent a long-ass time here, like, talking to everyone, because everybody had a shitload of stuff to say. So, when next we come back, we'll go up there and speak with Panam, and we will begin, I suppose, the very final mission? That's what it feels like, unless there's, like, a left turn out nowhere. I'm very interested in the AI stuff. Definitely way more interested in that shit than I am interested in whether or not V survives and whatever goes down with Johnny. Unless maybe they give me a reason to care about it, right? But the shit with, like, the AI and Alt, that seems super duper interesting. It's just so... It's so weird to me how we're kind of only getting to it when it feels like the game is coming to a close, and I'm almost positive it is, right? Anyway, until next time, please take care of each other.